All right, we're going to get to some of the people. And if you're just tuning in, bear with me. My mind works in different ways, I guess. But you're going to go, what the hell are these two clowns doing saying that the Pistons game tonight is must-see TV? Guys, you got to work with me on something. The Wings, I've told you, they're worth your time. But we're in the winter now. Lions don't play till Sunday. Michigan ain't going to play for a month. State didn't even play all year. The point I'm making is the Pistons have lost 17 games in a row. You become a story, a national one. And tonight is your best opportunity to win a game before New Year's Day. The backdrop of tonight's game, Rico, I have never seen a man, I've known him for 15 years. I've never seen him turn on a dime this way when it didn't involve us watching a game together and him being angry at Jay Johnson. This is something legitimate where I read this statement from the Free Press that according to sources, Pistons brass, no, they're not going to make sweeping changes right now. There's plenty of time left.
Let it all play out.
This thing could gel. You're sitting at 2-18. You're a quarter of a way through the season. You start doing the math on this thing and you go gel into what? Like if the Pistons go 26-56. What did year 4 of the rebuild produce? You're no closer than when you started. Yeah. So it's this idea of, do they even care about you at all? No. Where is the owner? What is this team doing? And if they lose tonight, you are on your way to something unspeakable, which is no, I cannot say in good conscience, knowing the NBA the way I know it. No, you're not going to be 2-30 on New Year's Day, but you might be 3-29 or 4-28. I know, but you know league
is that big, right? Is that big of a difference?
No, and that's the point I'm making.
To let it gel, to gel into what? The stuff at the bottom of cheap dog food? Because that's about what this looks like.
What's that?
You know, with the jelly type stuff in the cheap dog food out of the can.
Oh, no, we do kibble. No,
right, I said cheap dog food out the can. That's what you're gelling into.
No, dude, I got bulldogs. You can't put that in there. That's loading a cannon with something. You can't do that. Plus, they got short snouts, which produces the gas. Now, you got to keep it kibble.
Yes, and they're very active.
It's kibble.
No, is that what you do to keep them active when I come over?
No, just happy to see you. Look, Otis is happy to be alive. Then you roll through the door, and he's just like, oh, this is a party. David, ticket text, and we'll get to the calls. But I want to hear from you guys. We're in a time right now. The Lions are hot, and I know we're worried. We talked to Liam McNeil yesterday in the game. Believe me, the next couple days are going to be football. The Red Wings are resurgent. We're in a playoff drive. I truly believe in my heart they're going to make the playoffs. And the Tigers, you can laugh. I know. The offseason thus far, it is early. It's been underwhelming. I would love to see them make a splash move. But I think they're going to be a factor in this division. The Detroit Pistons are on this island by themselves, and it is scary because I don't know if the owner's aware the season started. There's no leadership. You are not just bad or really bad. You are by far and away the worst team in the league.
I think they're going to be Mike, I think they're going to be on an island by themselves because I at least look at the Tigers and they got young players that I'm interested in.
There's hope. And let's face it, they were competitive last year, relatively speaking.
I mean,
basketball equivalent, they would have won 35 games. Right, they did something.
They got us to August, and you're like, this team's not that bad.
Do you understand there is a chance that the Detroit Pistons could win 35 games over 2 years? In 164 contests, they will go 35-129.
Hey, there's a chance that we may look at last year, and what we're going to call last year? The good old days.
Oh, boy. David, ticket text.
Please, no. Troy Weaver is giving Matt Millen, Martin Mayhew vibes. Get him out of here fast. Someone else says, I am losing faith in Troy Weaver because no free agents want to come here. We don't have good, consistent players, and we're always trading away our good assets.
But what assets?
Well, he says Sadiq Bey.
What?
I know. Okay. I know. I agree Cade is not the problem, but he leads the league in turnovers. For that reason alone, he's a bust.
All right, stop. Here's the deal. He has no help when you are a primary ball handler in this league, and you don't have people that when you give them the ball, they're going to take and make a shot. Cade, there's a stat. I don't want to nerd out, but you can do what's called expected assists. There's the assists you have versus what you're supposed to have if functioning human beings are around you. Do you realize Cade is leaving about 6 assists a night on the table because he's playing with the equivalent of a homeless shelter? Mm-hmm. Guys, it's all on this dude. Cade is the only player you have here that would start for playoff teams. You want to run him out of town, go for it, because I'll tell you right now, be happy I'm not Cade's agent. I would already be laying the groundwork to steal your money and then demand a trade the minute I sign that rookie extension. I'd pull a Ben Simmons. And then I would tell Cade, up next, you're going to pretend you lost your mind. Up next, I'm going to hit you with a shovel. And if that doesn't work, you're going to fall down the stairs. What do you mean? Down the stairs. And I'll get you out of here. Let's go to Randall, 97.1. What's up, Randall?
Hey, what's happening? Man, I'm so mad at hearing this. You know what's interesting? I think everybody missed the fact that he's talking about gelling. So to me, you telling me that you keeping Bogdanovich? You're not making any moves at the deadline? Are you resigning Bogdanovich? To me, when you talk about gelling, that means you're going to have players here that you plan on keeping. And if that's the plan, man, we going to be stinking for years because he is not part of the future. None of these pieces are. But in order to gel, that means you have to be here for a while. So I hope that's not the plan.
You know, you bring up a great point. You know, I've advocated, like, Bogdanovich, a 34-year-old wing who doesn't guard, you got to get him out of here, right? Like, you have to just move him along, so to speak. The idea that you might hold on to him, you're right. Like, now you've gotten it to a point where he's been hurt. His value has been totally thrown out the window. And now if you go to trade him this year, all right, well, what do we get? Well, we're going to get the minimum. If you hold on to him,
exactly.
Well, then what did we do? See, that's where, Randall, what has Troy Weaver done that makes a hell of a lot of sense?
Nothing. But you know what's so interesting? This is a hobby to Tom Gores. It's a toy. He doesn't care. He's just going to get his money. But the fact that there's no plan in place, it's scary. We're going to be in the lottery for many years.
Well, we already have. You haven't won a playoff game in 15. So, I mean, you know, time's ticking. Look,
and to be in the lottery for so much, you would think that you would be a better team by now, but oh boy.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, Randall, appreciate it. I mean, think about Bogdanovich. He's got a month to boost his value. Into what? An expiring? You think someone's giving you a first-round pick for an expiring? See, Troy Weaver hasn't shown any aptitude in trades. Oh, this summer, I know what he brought you, the dead body of Joe Harris. Also, the Nets could sign the player you should have signed in Cameron Johnson. Think about that. That's like wanting to go out with a girl and you help your friend nail her. You wanted to take her out. Now he's sleeping with her. What are you, Jerry Falwell? What? That's the truth. You gave the Nets the cap space to sign the player you should have signed.
Mm-hmm. They said they were just friends.
Right.
He said he didn't know her.
Hey. They were just going to the movies, but there was nothing going on.
David, you really want to be with this woman, but all you do is build up your friend. Cutscene. Hey, where did Kenny go with Deborah?
He said he was just going to help her reassemble her bed.
I'll hold the camera.
Oh, David, stop. Stop. My good, you're a pastor. That joke is for Kenny to make.
Right.
He's on the phone, so.
248-539-9797. Tonight is must-see TV. All hands on deck in Detroit. Or if you're driving around, tune in. 97, or actually, no, they're not on tonight, are they?
I think they are.
No.
Yeah.
No, I heard a commercial the other day and the Pistons were on one of the other stations.
No.
Are they on our air tonight?
Yeah, I believe, yeah.
Must listen as well. They lose tonight. Buckle up. Sixers, Celtics, Hawks.
Yeah.
And a source in the front office saying, oh, no, there won't be any sweeping changes. We got time to gel.
Will next year be considered the good old days?